New York trailing. One thing you notice about these Suns, RJ, many of them are considered strong two-way talents.
And that is such a list for your team. Having guys that can get it done on both sides of the floor instead of trying to balance a lineup of just pure specialists.
At the 4 and the 5, it's Randall and Robinson. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's White in at the 2 guard. That's the 5 for New York right now. And Ayton gets it to go.
Grown man strength right there. Ayton just pushing through contact and getting it done.
And for New York, they're shooting at around 60% on this one. Very efficient. Randall, a screen on Booker. Here's White. Unable to get that one. Ooh, Durant with some nice D. Down low. Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Give some love to KD there, making the unselfish play.
For New York, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Outside White. Takes a 3. Brunson misses.
And they have been cold coming out of the break, only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Now pick it up.
Pass to Barrett. Fires for 3. Durant pulls it in.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
Here's Ayton. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Durant's got 4 assists in the game.
To me, the passing of Durant, that's what separates him from other superstars. KD's willing to move the ball.
Randall, a screen on Booker. White, the pass to Randall. White with it. And counted from 19 feet away. White's got 15.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star. And then last year he was named to the All-NBA First Team. Just a big honor.
That free throw good from Booker. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
Well, there's so much worldwide talent in basketball right now. Teams have scouts in every corner of the globe, RJ.
Yeah, you have so much talent around this league, and you only have to go back a few years when you had every single postseason award was won by an international player. You had Pascal Siakam, Rudy Gobert, Giannis, and Luka Doncic when you talk about Rookie of the Year. So it was so much talent overseas, and it's all starting to come to the best league in the world. Shoots the lights out. Booker has limitless range.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
White finds Randall. He's off on that one. Nice D from Durant. And the Suns with possession. Big run right now for him. 11-2. Pass to Paul. Back to Booker. Fires the 3. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got his 9th assist of the game now.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Now here's White. He's got 15. And there it is for him. White's got 4 points this quarter.
They've struggled, but hey, you cannot lay it at his feet. Offensively, he's getting it done.
And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 14-4 run. Paul passes to Durant. Another 3 for Phoenix.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Now a timeout called by New York.
In 2008, Kevin Durant ran away with the Rookie of the Year award. It wasn't even really close. And still, I'm not sure we realize what an all-time great he'd become.
Showing the numbers from last NBA season, the leaders in team steals. Phoenix, 4th.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
Barrett against Reed. Now here's White. He's covered closely. Cash. He's 9 for 14 in the game. Turns out that Durant's rookie season was the worst of his career, Richard.
And he was fantastic that year. But within 2 seasons, he'd become the league leader in scoring. His rebounding would improve, and by then we knew we were watching a Hall of Famer.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA markets itself behind its star players, but Commissioner Adam Silver understands what makes the game tick. He said, quote, "This is a team sport. In order to truly win championships and compete at the highest level, all the players have to come together."
So true, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Booker. He's got 22. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Excellent timing by Ayton on the alley-oop pass. He's perfectly positioned to throw it down.
New York has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Outside White. The kick out to Brunson. Knocks down the triple. Brunson's got 7.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Booker. Shoots over White. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Booker's got 10 points here in the second half.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
Randall on the screen. Here's White. Connects on the 17-footer.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
Ayton, a screen on White. Here's Booker. Again, the Suns good for 2.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Brunson against Paul. And the shot goes. He's got 9.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
That was another look at our mobile one drive of the game just a moment ago.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
Paul passes to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
And this is how dynamic Ayton can be on the offensive end. Keep getting him the ball, please.
New York has gone just 1 of 5 from 3-point range here in the third quarter. Randall, a screen on Booker. White. The shot misses. Ooh, Durant with some nice D. Phoenix has gotten all 3 from downtown so far in the second half. Good on the bucket. Booker's got 28 points for the game.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Now a timeout called by New York. So both teams making some changes here. And let's take a look now at some numbers for Kevin Durant.
Give it up for him, fans.
Brunson against Booker. Brunson on the drive. Phoenix grabs the miss. Durant's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Outside Booker. Booker drawing the double. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Great decision making from Booker, realizing one of his guys is open and whips the pass to him.
Here's White. He's got 21. Randall on the screen. From 13, from the arc. The Suns clear it. Here's Ayton. That one goes. Count it. Ayton's got 12 now in this quarter.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist. Yeah, ever since the Nets relocated to Brooklyn in 2012, the rivalry between the Nets and Knicks has intensified. Now, both teams trying to prove that New York belongs to them.
And it's in there.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully, that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Pass to Durant from deep three-point range. That shot is off. New York goes the other way with it. It'll be hard for the Nets to take New York City away from the Knicks. They've been there so long.
That's so true, B.A. But the Nets have attracted more star players lately. Top free agents choosing to go to the Nets instead of the Knicks. We'll see if this trend continues moving on. You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Barrett can't hit. Phoenix has gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. Pass to Durant. To the middle. Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
I like how Durant keeps all his options open, kicking the ball to another guy when he doesn't like what the pick and roll gets him.
A minute and a half left in the third quarter of the game. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Up top, Randall. He's got 10. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. And here's the upcoming schedule for the New York Knicks. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up with LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. Then on Monday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Detroit to take on the Pistons. Phoenix dominating the game. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. After this one, they're off to Dallas to take on the Mavericks. That'll be the third stop of this 4-game trip. Brunson against Booker. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And it's going to go on Devin Booker. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
2 shots.
And he makes a first. And Jalen Brunson, he's a great option on the floor, Grant.
Yes, he is. Can attack from different levels of the floor, solid shooting threat from outside, and gives you another playmaker to initiate the offense.
And the Knicks making a change here. Hart's checked in. Both free throws good from Brunson.
What a job Monty Williams has done in his time with the Phoenix Suns. Hats off to the talent that he's been able to bring in and develop. And that's the way he's created a winning culture. A creative move by Durant. That's a big flex on the defense.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Well, the Knicks shooting a disappointing 38%. Outside White. Pass to Randall. And the Knicks miss again.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's Durant. Another one falls for Phoenix.
And he's been much more assertive here in the second half, getting to his spots, executing with ease.
And the Knicks shooting 52% from the floor so far. Randall on the screen. White, the pass to Brunson. Over Booker. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Booker. Let's go with a 3. No good. Misses at the buzzer. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. Suns ahead, delivering the blowout. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4.
And a big round of applause.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so in the game for the Suns, they've got DeAndre Ayton. Kevin Durant is out there with T.J. Warren. Then there's Chris Paul, and the foul on Chris Paul. That'll be a second foul of the game. Grant, you look at the playoffs last year. I mean, a lot of big-name stars struggled to deliver. Is that every year, or you think that was an anomaly?
B.A., I think it was a bit of an anomaly. I mean, I think you think what's happened in the league in the last few years with the bubble and then the restart last season, there's been a lot of basketball played, and I think it's impacted a lot of players. So I think moving forward, we'll get back to a level of normalcy with the rest and recovery of the offseason, and big-name stars will continue to excel and thrive in the years to come.
Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Few create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
And here are the Knicks. To the inside, here's Randall, and it's Randall with the jam.
Oh, Randall put some extra on that slam, entertaining the fans and the broadcasters.
Phoenix is shooting great, 62% from the field and continuing to get it done. Durant against Randall, out to the wing. Outside Durant. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Outside White. Tries to spin move. Up top Randall. Carries it down low. Randall's got 6 here in the quarter.
Yeah, nice play by Randall. He can take up space in there and has great short area quickness.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Randall against Durant. Pass to Ayton. Jam by Ayton.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
For New York, they've gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Outside White. Randall outside. That won't go either for Randall.
He knocked down a 3 in the first quarter, but he's still been unable to connect from deep past the break.
And Ayton with the stuff.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. White with it. Randall on the screen. It's White with the...
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Durant against Randall from the elbow. And another basket for Phoenix.
This is not the same guy we saw in the first half. Credit him for finding a way to shake off those first 2 quarters.
Now here's White. Not a lot of room. The baseline J is on the way. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
That was just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Now Paul. Durant with a screen on Brunson. Here's Paul. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
See, it's the accuracy of Paul's shooting that makes the mid-range look easy. He can take that shot all night.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Durant. And as the NBA becomes an increasingly global game, Grant, there's a component of international relations that has to come into it. What are your thoughts about this?
Well, it can be tricky. I mean, it's a challenge. You have to respect people's cultures and way of doing business. But yes, the game, I believe, also can play a role in bringing cultures and different countries together over the love of the game of basketball.
The Suns have gotten 6 of 8 shots to fall during this fourth. Good work defensively by Randall.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
They set a pick. And down it goes. 2 points. Randall's got 8 points here in the quarter.
You like how Randall plays with authority. He doesn't let things like contact slow him down.
Phoenix dominating the game. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Ayton, a screen on Randall. Durant, the pass to Ayton. And they pick up 2. Ayton's got 28.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. Now here's White. The fader. Phoenix grabs the miss. Durant's got 11 rebounds in the game. The kick out to Paul. Randall against Durant. Inside. 5 to shoot. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Ayton's got 30.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
Outside Hart. Randall against Durant. Randall, the pass to Hart. Outside for Randall. And stolen by Durant. Well, some have said the NBA's next media deal could see franchises' values double. As the league owner, Grant, are you good with that?
You know, I think I could get comfortable with that idea. I just think it speaks to the product. It speaks to how we present and package the game. There's so much excitement right now. It's a lot of fun to be a part of.
It's one of the best investments in sports, the NBA.
No question.
White for 3. Lauren with the rebound.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
To the paint. Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Okay, normally the guy is a sleeper, but those were 2 loud points there by Kevin Durant.
The Knicks have gone 7 for 11 so far in the fourth. Left side White. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Well, for the Knicks, what's it going to take to bring them back to the glory days?
Oh, that's a loaded question, B.A. But first of all, a superstar would certainly help. They haven't really had one for quite some time. If they can either develop or attract an elite all-star player, that would be a start to turning this New York franchise around and becoming possibly a contender.
White hits them both. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
Again, the Suns good for 2.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
And here's Randall. Robinson, a screen on Durant. Randall, the pass to Robinson. Lays it up and banks it in.
I'd like to see them run more plays for him. Maybe something in motion to make it harder for the defense to deny the ball.
Booker against Quickly. Takes a step back. Booker, the pass to Durant. Here's Okogie. Outside Booker. Count that bucket. Booker's got 30 points.
He has no deficiencies. He has no flaws in his offensive game. Booker, he's capable of dropping 30 on any given night against any given player.
Here's White. Pass to Randall. Back to White. Quickly outside. And it's New York scoring again.
Great to see players still working the in-between areas. There wasn't much resistance defensively.
Quickly against Booker. And here's Payne. Pass to Baisley. Now here's Booker. Back to Baisley. Robinson with the block. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
Substitution for your Knicks, Josh Hart. Durant.
A minute 37 left in the fourth.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
There's a screen. On the wing quickly. Fires from deep. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Rose. Rose has got 3 assists tonight.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Suns.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And they'll chalk this up as their 3rd win of the year. And it was a reliably solid performance from one of their key guys. A tremendous game for Kevin Durant.
And what effort he had on the boards, displaying some great fight, willing to battle down low.
Rose against Payne. Outside Hart. Beyond the arc. That shot off the mark. And Phoenix the other way now. Pass to Payne. Here's Baisley. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth. Booker knocks down the 18-footer. Booker's got 32 points in the game.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Oh, road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
So it's the Suns winning this one easily. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. Last but not least, here is your New Balance player of the game, Devin Booker.
Here's Morant. Oh, and with all the gifted range shooters in this league, Doris, it seems like in the clutch, more teams go for those long-distance, quote-unquote, Hail Mary threes rather than 2 quick field goals inside.
Well, it makes sense if you have guys who work on those types of shots. We see Stephen Curry do this all the time. But I don't always agree that that should be the play. If you have the time, go for high-percentage 2-point looks.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Towns, Anthony Edwards out there with Bottoms, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Davidson in at the center, locking down the middle. And the Grizzlies with possession here, following the 3 by Minnesota. Jackson setting the pick here for Bane. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 5. Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Jackson. Edwards against Jackson with the step back. Edwards can't hit.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Bane passes to O'Neal. Over Edwards. O'Neal misses. Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the 3rd quarter so far. Edwards passes to Bottoms. Gobert with a screen on Morant. Bottoms can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Pass to O'Neal. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say Ja Morant.
Right around 3 minutes into the 2nd half. Gobert with a screen on Bane. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Gobert.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And there's a record Rudy Gobert set without much fanfare a few years ago. Most dunks in an NBA season.
That's exactly right, G.A. That was back in the 2018-19 season. He threw it down 306 times. Certainly makes sense for a guy who's got that kind of length, athleticism, and the guy who spends so much time right around the cup.
Here's Bottoms following the basket by Ja Morant. Towns a screen on Morant. Bottoms can't get it to go. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. 2nd half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And the rejection by Towns.
Well, this is what you're hoping to see. A level of dominance on the defensive end by Towns sends that shot back.
Here's Davidson. Sinks the 15-footer. Davidson's got 8 points.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
And he has got such good touch from that medium range area. It's an option they can always go to.
And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Well, we've got a moment now to see this year's 3-point contest and how it's shaping up. Let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You gotta love the advancement and really the evolution of the 3-point shot in today's game.
And you look at Edwards, and it's him all alone atop the voting. It's pretty much a done deal that he'll be showing off his long-range skills in the 3-point contest.
Yep, and he's going to be scary to have to go up against if he's on that day. Nobody can shoot it like he can when he gets in a groove.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the 3-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We've got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
Now Edwards, following the miss by Ja Morant from deep. Here's Bottoms. It's good. This game is all even. Bottoms got 6 here in this quarter.
Challenging this D with the 3-ball. That's his second from distance this half. And he also hit one in the first half, too.
Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Morant kicks to Jackson. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And now look at the numbers for Jaren Jackson. Good season for him last year. Last season put up about 16 points a game, just over 2 blocks and 6 rebounds. And he gives them a nice rotation on the front court. He is a quality reserve.
Well, the one thing you can't teach is size. He's not as developed skill-wise as some guys, but certainly a valuable backup for this team.
And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. He's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside for Jackson. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Jackson's got 9.
And he's proven he can make this shot. Jackson, the D has to respect his range better than that.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Outside, Towns. Outside, Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Memphis trailing here. Now here's Morant. 19 points in the game. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play. For Memphis, they have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. That's good from Morant. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
A nice shot by Bottoms.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Pass to O'Neal. Back to Bain. Nifty move. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 10.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
The Timberwolves trade. Outside Edwards. The 3. They get the rebound. Davidson. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Timberwolves shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Grizzlies have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. He lobs it up.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, to start off with so many mistakes and still now find a way where everything's working, it allows their momentum and confidence to continue to build.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And you look at Anthony Edwards, and GA, he is becoming the leader of this Timberwolves team, isn't he?
I think he is. I mean, partly it's his production with his numbers up across the board, but it's also his personality. He plays with tremendous swagger.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Memphis. Bain looking around. A minute 50 left in the third quarter. Here's the three. Rebound, Minnesota.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
And let's check out some of the numbers here on Karl Anthony Towns. Great showing for him last season and a great touch around the rim. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And back to his points per game average last year. He literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Conley's checked in. Morant finds Jackson. The Grizzlies with another miss.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Now here's Towns. 12 points for him. A nice shot by Davidson. Davidson's got the lead up to 5 now for the Timberwolves. They need this, and it's good off the glass.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Conley with it. 5 points in the game. Passes it to Davidson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
First personal foul. 13.
The Timberwolves made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. The first one falls.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Tyus Jones, he's checked in for Bain. 43 seconds left here in the third quarter. Morant against Conley. Outside for Jackson. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. And now that's 11 points for Jaren Jackson.
Well, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
And there's the pass to Bottoms. Pass to Towns. 11 feet away. And he makes good on the layup. Towns has got 14 points.
Exactly what you love to see from Cat. That aggressiveness, that assertiveness on the backboards.
With 1 on the clock. Out that one in. And the Timberwolves lead is cut down now to just 3 in the bucket from Morant. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 3. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. Ja Morant, he's out there with Jones. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
I mean, this guy has become an expert at utilizing the screen and roll. Just does such a good job rolling to the rim and being a factor.
So it's the Timberwolves now. It's a 1-point game. Outside Conley. Pass to Towns. Passes it to Bottoms. 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Drills the three-pointer.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Here's Morant. Plays it up and banks it in. Morant's got 11 in the second half.
Simply crushing it right now. So much more accurate in the second half than he was in the first.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Takes it inside. Bottoms. And he goes in for the dunk.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Morant scanning the floor. Adams sets the pick for Morant. Lets it go from 11. And Adams gets it to go down on the assist by Morant.
This is how you use the pick and roll. Morant looking like a vet with the sweet dime there.
Adams has gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. Outside Conley. Towns down low. Towns is doubled. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Hits it from 3-point range. Conley's got the lead up to 5 now for the Timberwolves. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. Outside, Jones. He feeds it to Morant. That shot off the mark. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. With the drive. 2 points. That one goes. And now a 7-point Minnesota lead.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. It's been quite a game for Bottoms.
And he's in a complete groove right now. I don't think they can stop him altogether, but they at least need to make him work a little harder than he has been.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. O'Neal comes in for Steven Adams, and it's Bain in for Jones. Edwards has come in for the Timberwolves. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. He said he just wants them to play faster. It feels like they've been too lackadaisical with the ball and that their aggressiveness just isn't there right now. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Timberwolves leading by 7. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. They can't stop the run with that one. Minnesota's gone 2 for 2 from 3-point land to start the 4th quarter. Edwards looking it over. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Morant, right side. Here's Bain. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire 4th quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
The pass to Bottoms. Gobert with a screen on Jackson. A nice shot by Bottoms. Bottoms got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Karl Anthony Towns.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good position. And boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
That's a 2 from Towns, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Here's Morant, true on the 14-footer. Morant's got 15 points in just the second half.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Fires from 14. That one drops for him. Morant's got 32 points.
And with the pace that Morant plays with, that mid-range is a great option. He can surprise defenders expecting Ja to drive it.
Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Yep, that one goes in there. Morant's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Gobert with a screen on Morant. Bottoms the pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, terrific movement from the big man. Rudy Gobert starting to master the screen and roll.
And here are the Grizzlies now. Now Morant. Here's the teardrop. Doesn't go for him. Gobert with the defensive effort. Timberwolves leading by 15. Gobert with a screen on Bane. Here's Edwards. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
And here's Morant. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Morant's got 36.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Here's Bottoms, guarded by Morant. Jackson comes over with the double. Towns, the pass to Bottoms. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots over Morant. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this high, a great chance to extend this lead.
And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. The lead is 15. Pass to Bottoms. Edwards with the screen. And here's Towns. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. It's been quite a game for Bottoms.
And he's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
Here's Jackson. Morant outside. O'Neal dishes to Morant. Inside. Jackson buries it down low. And that's 13 points for Jaren Jackson.
Just nothing more you can do. Sometimes Jackson is going to score no matter how good the coverage is.
Bane against Edwards. Pass to Bottoms. Gobert with the screen on Morant. Here's Bottoms. O'Neal comes with the double team. A nice shot by Davidson.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Morant outside. Passes it to Jackson. Rebound, Minnesota.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Here's Edwards. Sweet little floater.
Taking the contact in the NBA, such a critical skill. Anthony Edwards, the frame and the game.
1:31 left to play here in the fourth.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Timberwolves.
And this was...
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. The Grizzlies shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Floats it up there for Morant. It's deflected. 1:03 left in the fourth quarter. Bottoms the pass to Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Towns is doubled. There's the pass to Bottoms. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Some changes for Memphis. Adams, he's checked in for O'Neal. Brandon Clark comes in for Jaren Jackson. And Jones subbed in for Bain. And then for Minnesota, McDaniels, he's checked in for Gobert. Noel comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Conley in for Bottoms. And Adams kicks to Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Steven Adams could care less about scoring. In fact, you get the sense he takes more pleasure from passing than scoring.
34 seconds left in the game. Edwards with the screen. Here's Noel. And the shot goes down.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Here's Jones. Clark sets a screen for Jones. And that one's good by Clark.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Now here's Conley. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, thanks a lot, Carl. A lot of players got in on the action offensively. When you get it rolling as a team, how good can you be?
I mean, it's awesome, to get a chance to keep the defense guessing. We did a great job of that tonight. We did a fabulous job. We let our defense be our offense tonight, and that's when we were at our best, that's what happens.
It certainly was great on the floor tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.